Hello and welcome to the Mets in the UK podcast. I'm Tracey and I'm joined by the gorgeous Joe. How you doing, my love?
All right, I'm a bit sticky because it's a bit hot here at the moment. The Mets
Yeah.
are a little bit shit, and I feel like my ass is in the jackpot.
Yeah, because it is actually 10 years since Terry Collins
Oh,
had
Terry.
his explosion at the umpire because Noah Syndergaard threw behind Chase Utley and screamed famously that his ass was in the jackpot.
You gotta
Those
give
were the
us a
days.
shot. You gotta
Yeah.
give us a shot. There was another thing he says, but I'm not sure it's suitable for me to shout out right now.
No, please don't. We'll talk about it later in private.
It rhymes with no.
No, let's not even, please. But can you imagine that kind of passion coming from the current management, perhaps?
I can't, but I can think of one scenario where I could.
Is
I
it the
think.
same one we discussed off air, or is it
I
a different
think
one?
if someone were to have, say, a cattle prod, for example,
Oh, God, it is the same one. Yeah.
and give Mendoza a jab up the ass, then possibly. But otherwise, I know. I don't think so.
Yeah, then his ass would be in the jackpot.
Yeah.
Uh, so on to current Mets news. Moving on from that, the Mets in the last 10 are 3-7, and we have a 411 percentage. Not great. We are currently 3.5 games behind Miami, but our next series is against the Marlins at home.
Oh, well, that's fine then.
So we could go to just half a game behind Miami.
And we're only 7 games back in the wildcard race.
Yeah, because, yeah.
If we want to try and be positive.
Well, we can try because our Tori is not with us, so we have to take some of her positivity and do something with it. I'm not entirely
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
what.
I tried that at the beginning of the season, and now I feel like an idiot because I was all excited and I was like positive, and I was like, we're going to win loads of games, and now I feel stupid.
But that's the frustrating thing. We have moments where it feels like something's gonna start,
Mm-hmm.
but then it stalls. But I think it was Tori that did put in the group probably a couple of days ago. Let
Mm-hmm.
me see if I can find it real quick. She said something like, "We're as far behind now as we were in 2024."
Yeah, I saw that, and then I was like, I don't know if I believe it. That just sounds impossible. We could have been that bad
Yeah,
in 24 before we turned it around.
we actually were.
I can't remember being that peed off though.
Oh, I can because I was there for home opener, and I remember us just sucking, supremely sucking. And if we can
I,
turn it around in 2024, is there a reason we can't turn it around
mm,
this year?
we had very different players on our roster back then.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
in theory, like on paper at least, our roster is better.
yeah. So once you put it on, obviously, whenever you put it on Twitter, our Mets are 22 and 33. We're also 22 and 33 at the end of May in 2024, and then we went to
Yeah.
London. So yeah, hashtag just saying.
So, moral of the story is come back to London.
Don't cancel the London series and bring the Mets back. Otherwise, this is what happens.
Yes. Hmm.
I don't know. I just don't
Um,
feel the same way about it. Just because of the players we've got or haven't got right now.
well, yeah. Speaking of which, Toria is currently heartbroken because her guy Ty is gone to the IL with I think it's a right hip flexor strain. So it'll be interesting to see how that progresses. Bit of an admin one, but Robert Jr. has gone to the 60-day IL, but that was kind of expected anyway because he's been on the 15-day for longer than 15
Mhm.
days. So uh, Craig Kimbrell was DFA'd to make room for Jonathan. Is that your best Craig Kimbrell impression?
See, okay, Kimbrel.
Okay. Can you describe that for those not fortunate enough to be
I
watching
think I
on
look like
YouTube?
a deranged bat crouching over. About to pitch.
That's accurate. That really is accurate. And Jonathan was brought up in his place, and Jonathan got the win yesterday.
Yeah, he's been the latest pitcher to get a bit of babysitting from Razaban. Bless him. He's like the team babysitter, isn't he?
Yes, team dad. Because he has been starting for Peterson recently. And then Peterson started, and that didn't go so well.
No. I didn't see that particular game recently, but I saw some comments saying even Ron Darling on the comms was getting a bit tetchy with mental mistakes.
A little bit. Yeah. Also, Jorge Polanco has been called up to Binghamton, so he's off the IL, making rehab starts. Jared Young reactivated, and AJ Minter also reactivated. So it's going to be interesting to see how the ones that are coming back affect the roster and the overall performance.
Yeah, because Jared Young, he had 2 at-bats in the end last night. He got a run and a hit, so he did okay. And I mentioned, didn't I, Wagaman was DH last night. And I've rather rudely said, I mean, I looked at his age. I thought he was I was like, who's this old dude? And I thought he was about 40-something. He's 28. Sorry, Eric. We got a home run last night, so.
Yeah. So all is forgiven for looking like an old dude.
Yeah, I was looking where he came from. He was at the Marlins last, so all bodes well.
Okay. Well, he will face his old teammates. As I said earlier, the next series is against the Marlins. It's a 3-game at home. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday and Sunday are day games. Don't bank on the Saturday game starting at 9:10 because it is the Mets Hall of Fame induction, and it'll be Howie's last one as radio presenter. And they're inducting. Well, go on.
Just the fact this is last season and they're being extra terrible.
Yeah.
Unless this is an epic storyline of epic proportions because he's leaving and it's just going to be the most miraculous Mets season you've ever seen.
They're going to turn it around for Howie. Win for Howie, yes. So Mets are going to be inducting Beltran, Lee Mazzilli, and Bobby V. And apparently tonight they're also giving away the Bobby V dugout disguise as the giveaway, which I find quite funny.
That's a good one.
So yeah, Saturday 9:10. Sunday is 6:40, and then we've got a 3-game series against Seattle, with Wednesday being the day game starting at 8:40 because it is a West Coast game.
Just doable. So,
any thoughts? Any predictions? Anything you want to get out your system?
I'll tell you what I want to get out of my system first. That walk-off grand slam against the Marlins the other day was just utterly predictable.
That's horrible.
Utterly predictable. You could just see it coming. It was just, it's just a complete encapsulates how it's gone so far this year for us.
Yeah.
And I've dipped in and out of games, but I've just found myself getting more and more frustrated. Our pitching is just abysmal, and we can't hit.
Yeah.
And Soto's going to end up like the new Mike Trout, marooned in the team of no-hopers. That's my fear.
Yes.
And we've got the Marlins coming up, and you know how I feel about the pesky Marlins. They always are extra pesky when we play them.
Yes, sadly. Tonight is Peralta against Maya. Yeah, him. Saturday is Scott against Phillips, and I'm not sure if they've got Sunday's pictures yet.
Probably not. No. Well, Junk. I thought it said Junk. That was us, but that's the Miami pitcher's name. Oh, it's Nolan.
Yes, against McLean, who started off looking so good.
That first inning.
Against the Reds in the first inning, he looked on fire. And then I don't know if he's playing hurt or if he had a blister or something like that, but something changed between the first and the second, and it was like two completely different players.
I know, he was so good, wasn't he? I was like, this is lights out. This is we're gonna be fine.
Yeah. And then, like I say, something just changed. He had like his positioning was all over the place. He had no control. Speed was all over the place, and kept hitting players as well. I think he hit 3, maybe.
They're under a lot of pressure, though, aren't they? The pitchers, because they know they're all like Jacob. They're all like Jacob deGroms in the sense that they know, however well they pitch, if they do pitch well, no one's going to hit anything.
Yeah.
Which is not a good place to be.
No, especially as a relatively young player, because he is only 24, which, looking at him, again, you think he's much older than 24.
Big food.
Yeah. And I believe that they said in the game the other day that he used to play a different position as well.
He used to do a bit of hitting, didn't they?
Yeah.
Which I can see.
Yeah, he's got the build of a hitter as well.
My next door neighbour really looks like Nolan McLean, but when I told him that, he'd just look at me like, you're weird. I have no idea who that is, but he really does. I need to sneak a picture of him.
You do. Even if you don't put it on the socials, you'll have to send it to us just so we can confirm or deny your thoughts.
It's quite spooky, actually.
But it's like McLean is currently 2 and 4 out of his starts so far. And I think that kind of sums up his season so far, like in a nutshell, not just like, yeah, that's what he did. But last year he seemed so consistent, and this year he's just a bit up and down.
I think it's the pressure they're under. I do. I think the performance of the team as a whole is just putting extra pressure on the pitches, and he's just not dealing with it very well.
I don't know if he's not dealing with it very well, because I think all our young players that have come up have shown a tremendous amount of maturity.
Benj is. I'm really loving Benj. He's always a good bright spot right now, because he's exactly like that, isn't he?
Yes, and Ewing, whenever Ewing comes up to the plate, I expect something to happen. And they've shown tremendous maturity in front of the media, in front of the fans. But McLean, I think you can sort of tell that the tension is getting to him a bit, like some of his mannerisms and body language in the dugout, particularly. Yeah. He needs a therapy session as much as we do, I think.
Come and join our therapy session.
Yeah. We'd look after you, Nolan.
I didn't even give you a prediction against the Marlins, did I? But shall I go for it? Shall I go for it? I reckon we're going to scrape 2 games against them.
So 2-1 against the Marlins, and how about against the Mariners?
What are the Mariners doing right now? That's not a team they're never that much on my radar.
No.
Where are they? Oh, they're top of their division, 28 and 29. So, yeah. It's not a great division. It's not a great division right now, is it? The Athletics are below them, Texas, Houston, and the Angels. So
Angels on a 375. Wow, and I thought we were doing bad on a 411.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to look around. The Mariners are on a 3-game winning streak, but they've got a run differential of plus 24 compared to our measly minus 29. So they'll probably be. I'm going to say we're going to just pick up 1 against them.
So a 2, yeah. So you think we're going 500 on that?
Yeah, which is not what we need right now, but
I think I think I'll agree with you. 2-1 for the Marlins.
Pesky Marlins.
The pesky Marlins. Do I think the Mariners are going to be as pesky? I'm going to be positive and go 2-1 against the Marlins and the Mariners.
Oh my word.
I think so. Yeah, 4-2.
Oh, Tracey, have you learnt nothing?
Apparently not. You'll have, if you're listening right now, please let us know your predictions in the comments below. You can find us on all the socials. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Blue Sky, YouTube, all over the
Instagram?
place. Instagram. We're
The dark
at
web?
Mets in the UK. What?
No, we're not on the dark web.
What? What don't I know?
The dark Mets in the UK.
At Mets in the UK, and you can get involved using the hashtag MITUK. Joe, any final thoughts? Because this is going to be a short and sweet.
I think it has to be short and sweet because that's what they deserve right now, isn't it? So I think we're going to have to channel Terry Collins' spirit. We're going to have to get some fire into some of these players. And if we don't start moving and getting wins now, we are doomed. So why don't we say this is where it turns around? Yeah?
Okay, our ass is truly in the jackpot.
It has to be in the jackpot right now.
It feels like our ass is in the jackpot. How many times are you going to say ass in one podcast?
Yeah, unless they want to be bleep, bleep, as Terry says, then you need to sort it out.
Yes. So let us know your thoughts. Do you think this will be the turnaround? Will seeing the Mets Hall of Fame induction on Saturday with Bobby V, who will, because Bobby V, he was a very passionate manager as well. I think he would kick ass. And just something
Don't
needs
be
to
passive.
click.
Fire.
Something needs to click. Something needs to change. I'm not going back to the will they or won't they fire Mendoza thing, because
I get a bit sometimes.
But Joe, I just remember one more thing that you were talking about just before we came on air. You were talking about salary caps.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there was some kind of breaking news. I'll read it out. So, as it says, as expected, MLB proposed a hard salary cap to union officials today as part of the next CBA, sources tell ESPN. The salary floor for teams beginning in 27 will be set at 171.2 million, which includes player benefits with a ceiling at 245.3 million. What do you reckon to that?
It sounds like they don't want to play a game at all next year.
Might be best for us.
Well, yeah, but for the game, the whole lockout thing
It's
is
never
not
good
a
for
good look.
anyone, is it?
No. I can imagine the Players Association telling them in graphic detail where to shove it. But a lot of other sports do have salary caps, but then again, because football doesn't have, at least in the UK, doesn't have a salary cap, does it, Joe? I'm not making stuff up.
No. It's quite an American thing at the moment, isn't it? Still.
And and that seems to plod on quite nicely. So I really don't want to see a lockout next year, because it was bad enough the last one that we had. It just feels like MLB are just trying to antagonise the Players Association.
The thing is, the fans are a big part of baseball. And they have to remember that too. And if they get turned off, it's hard to get them back, isn't it? So.
Yeah, because particularly at the beginning of the season, you've got, if you're looking just at American sports, you've also got basketball, you've got March Madness, stuff like that. And if they're going to draw those eyes away, then who's to say they're going to come back?
Yeah, that's the risk.
It
Let's
is.
see what happens.
So next week, hopefully, we'll be back and back more positive because the Mets will be winning stuff again. I am channeling Toria's positivity.
Okay.
We are going to win some stuff.
Okay.
Stuff. We're going to win stuff, okay? And our ass will be out of the jackpot. And all that leaves us to say is, let's go Mets.
Go Mets.